What's up guys, New217 here, and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about reloading your airsoft gun, specifically an AEG, okay? Now I'm going to start off with your most basic gun that you're going to see, which is an M4 platform, AR-15, whatever you want to call it. I will be doing a separate video, probably in a few seconds after I'm done filming this one, on how to do it with an AK-47, because it's a bit more intensive, a lot of different things with that. But, not to confuse most of you M4 players out there who might find this useful, you've got three basic types of reloads. You've got your reload where your magazine is going to end up going from your gun into your dump pouch, which I currently do not have on me because I don't want to go grab my battle belt because it's kind of packed for tomorrow, because today's Friday. So either you put it in there, your new mag comes up and goes into the gun, and you just move on your happy little way. So that's probably your biggest one, and I would say personally, probably your best compromise between dropping your mag on the ground and then putting your mag back into the pouch afterwards. So the second one there, as you just heard, is you can put the magazine back into the pouch, okay? So you can take it, you're shooting, you're out, you're going to pull this mag out, you're going to put that magazine back into the gun, and then your used magazine is going to go in its pouch on your tactical gear. Well, that's great and all, that's super slow. So that's why I would not recommend doing that. The final one, and a lot of people are going to say, oh, don't do that. Well, I'm not going to disagree with it because personally it's what I do. I come from a real steel background, it's just what you do. Magazines are things, you can get rid of these, you can replace these in real steel, because your life's on the line. Okay, this is obviously airsoft, so your life is maybe 5-10 minute regen at the most, not death. So I mean, that's where some people make the argument in airsoft, oh, you're gonna hurt your mags, oh, you're gonna jam them, you have the potential of breaking them, so don't drop them on the ground. Assuming you do drop them on the ground, you've got two options. You've got standard doctrine, which is gonna tell you something equivalent to that. Your gun's gonna stay just as low as you can keep it, so you can get it out of your plate carrier or whatever you're wearing, and you're going to go back shooting. Now, that's fine and dandy. Sorry about that. That's fine and dandy and all, but my biggest issue with that is, again, trying to apply this to real steel training. In real steel, you're going to come up, you're going to check what would normally be a bolt. If you have a gas blowback gun, M4, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to want to do this, especially if it's an open bolt like a WeTech, because you're going to be able to see in here, and you're going to be able to see, okay, fine, not an issue, it's locked back normally, do my mag change. Or, wow, there's a twig in there, I wonder why it locked back. You know, why it's not firing, why my trigger is all of a sudden, disconnect the battery, doing this, and it should be shooting. You know, all those different things, and you can tell that really quickly by checking the bolt, and then you're gonna come down. You're pressing your magazine release here, right here, but then you're flicking to come up to your workspace, as Travis Haley calls it. I mean, you can follow anyone's doctrine. That doesn't matter. The same thing applies as rotate, rotate, mag out, mag up. Okay, so that's what I personally do. That's what I would recommend if you're at all interested in, say, real military or law enforcement. That's what you're going to end up doing for the most part, at least in the middle of a firefight. So to me, it's why turn down the training if I can get it now? So that's my opinion. And then, I mean, if you're doing it in the dump pouch, like I was saying, you're basically just going to come up, put it in the dump pouch, you're going to pull a new magazine out, and put it in your gun. The dump pouch, for those of you that are concerned about your magazines, is your best option. It's a great compromise. They're like 13 bucks. They make ones that'll hold 8 magazines. They make ones that'll hold like 15 if you're that crazy. So, definitely, I run a dump pouch, and I do use it. As long as I am not engaged that very second, it goes into the dump pouch. That was pretty cool. I dropped it, caught it. But, you know, as long as I've got this chance, it goes in the dump pouch. There's normally 3 or 4 times a game that are a day of airsofting that I'll do an emergency or attack reload for either I just go back to basics, this is what I was trained on, or I realize, oh, hey, he's still shooting. Bam. Yeah, so think about it, practice all of them, honestly, because they all work in different situations. And like Travis Haley talks about, so you don't sweep people with your muzzle, which is a real steel thing, or in reality, in airsoft terms, you're in CQB and you can't really do this because there's a wall right here. You guys can't really tell. But you can't do this because, say, you're rocking an M16 indoors. You're going to have to reload like this, keeping your gun down and doing that. So, I mean, there's tons of different ways to do it. Just mess around with your gun. Get really familiar with it. Also get familiar with the fact that that is the sound of an empty gun. Okay, it makes a different sound when you're shooting BBs out of it. Remember that, get used to it, know your gun, know your platform, know your rig that you're running stuff on, but that's a completely different video that I'll do shortly. And practice, practice, practice. Whether at games, in the parking lot, or in the waiting room before games, or at your house, because this is airsoft, you can do that. Wherever, whenever you can, practice, train, you're gonna win. Till next time, guys, play like a pro.